Hello and welcome to Tech24. I'm Annelise Borges. Coming up, tuning into social media. YouTube launches 60 new on-demand channels and Twitter buys a video sharing startup. In today's show, we'll discuss the implications of these moves and whether it means the beginning of the end for television. And in Test24, we'll introduce you to what is being called the world's most versatile camera. The GoPro HD Hero 2 is wearable and gear-mountable, waterproof and capable of capturing professional wide-angle high-definition video and photos at a rate of 10 images per second. But first, YouTube was launched as a platform for users to discover and share videos. But what if I told you it might soon replace your TV? Last week, the web's leading video site announced the launch of 60 new on-demand channels in Europe. YouTube has partnered with a number of major production companies, including BBC Worldwide and Big Brother Creator and Them All. Some of the new offerings include the celebrity chef Jamie Oliver food channel, the German auto channel Motovision, and French city magazine Rendez-vous à Paris. Google, the owner of YouTube, is investing $150 million to support the move, which follows the creation of 100 channels in the US in 2011. Founded just 7 years ago, YouTube has reached 800 million viewers. They watch an estimated 4 billion hours of footage on the platform each month. The modest video sharing site, started by Chad Hurley and Steve Shen, has forever changed the way we tell stories and how we see and hear each other. Now, another company looking to enter the video market is Twitter. After having considered creating an in-house video hosting service, Twitter bought Vine, a video sharing startup that has yet to be launched. With social media embracing the next phase of video, soon we could be watching something very different from what we know as television. Mark Edwards is with me in the studio now. Mark, there has been a lot of speculation as to whether YouTube or anything really can replace television. But if we look at this recent move, wouldn't it seem that YouTube is absorbing television by creating channels?
Yes, they are absorbing, creating channels, but also, I think, scaring the hell out of a lot of television execs all over the world. The fact is, YouTube is now becoming more tailored, more efficient, whereas before it had hours and hours and hours of little clips, and it was sometimes hard to find different things. Now, you're going to be able to come home. I mean, after a hard day's work at France 24, you come home, you stick your TV on, and you kind of know the programs that you want to watch. You've either pre-recorded them or you go straight to the channel that you know is going to play the sort of things that you want. And this is what they're going to be doing now. We've got comedy, sport, fashion, music, which is doing particularly well at the moment. Although I will say, I don't think it marks the end of television in any way, because ultimately we do enjoy our series, our big dramas, these longer shows that, as for now, they haven't started creating yet. But I think there's a lot of scared people around at the moment.
Absolutely. The channel project has just started at YouTube, and the numbers are already massive. The web metrics company Comscore reports that YouTube streamed videos to more than 143 million unique viewers in July and had more than 1.8 billion viewing sessions. The average viewer spent 282 minutes, or more than 4.5 hours, watching YouTube videos during the month. Mark, we are talking about 800 million users, 72 hours of video uploaded each minute. In your opinion, what's responsible for this surge?
I mean, these numbers are absolutely incredible, but I think what they did very cleverly, they increased the amount of time that you could put online, which was a big thing, and increased the bandwidth, so you could put on bigger file sizes. Now, the biggest thing, and really the thing that's helped YouTube the most, is the advent of fast tablets and mobile phones. People now very bored on their phones can watch YouTube videos, and in many ways that's really helped this huge surge. And also, a final thing was ads. When we're watching television, adverts come on, there's nothing you can do, you go back home, make yourself a cup of tea and then come back out. Here, you can watch for 5 seconds and then you can decide to skip the ads. And I think that's really helped YouTube in that way as well.
And now, in addition to this ad-based model, creating new channels can provide a new source of revenue for YouTube and its partners, right?
Well, absolutely. In the last few years, they've also started a sort of buying pay-per-view channels where you can purchase movies from Hollywood. I'm sure it's not going to be long before you can watch some pay-per-view box office kind of films or sport. So there's definitely not just relying on ads, but also looking at this world of pay-per-view.
Now let's turn to Twitter. In its own bid to define the future of how we watch and share video, Twitter recently acquired Vine, a platform to capture and share video on your smartphone. Mark, tell us a little bit more about the strategy behind this acquisition.
Well, In many ways, it's a strange one. It's a lot of whispers and a lot of twittering in the background. We know for a fact they've acquired Vine, and we don't know a huge amount about Vine, except that it is able to take small pieces of small footage and put them together and then reloop them at the start without needing big post-production or taking up a huge amount of space. So in many ways, it's almost the equivalent of a tweet, but a video tweet. Now, it's not the first time that Twitter has actually taken on a video sharing site. They had they share with Photo. They have a system with Photo Bucket, which also can put on videos, and they purchased Posterous, but apparently that was more just to actually take on the team that was Posterous. So who knows whether they're taking on the three guys who started Vine, or actually this is going to be Twitter's ascent onto this video sharing platform.
We'll be watching that. Thank you very much, Mark. And don't go away. Test 24 is next. This is a GoPro HD Hero 2 Outdoor Edition, what is being called the world's most versatile camera. You can strap it to a helmet or to your surfboard. It's resistant to pretty much any environment, including shocks and underwater pressure up to 60 meters. You can use it to record professional wide-angle video and to capture 11-megapixel photos at a rate of 10 images per second. GoPro enables one to capture and share life's most passionate experiences. I must say, Mark, some of those images are truly extraordinary, but do you have to be that exciting to buy a camera like that?
I've got to admit, it probably helps. Like, you know, we've been looking at video sharing now in the first part of the show, and something like this is fantastic. Wonderful. Look at how small this little puppy is. You can have it on top of something like an American football helmet. And the great thing is, it's so simple to use. You turn it on, just here, one hit, and then you just start recording. And then it's recording. You can take multiple shots, you can have high definition video, and the great thing is it probably does help if you're an extreme sportsman, you know, more for jumping off a cliff or snowboarding, good for snowboarders and that sort of thing.
But it's kind of hard to imagine setting up a shot when you're about to jump off a cliff. I mean, just the idea of it is terrifying. But jokes aside, one of this camera's highlights is really the fact that it's so easy to use.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, look, well, let's give it a go. I'm inside the helmet, and I'm about to jump off the thing.
Your head fits.
My head just about fits the helmet. And it's just one hit. I turn it on, and then that's it. And then we're on. And I know with the sound that it's up and running. And the great thing is it takes continuous shots until the SD card is completely full. So you know that you're going to get whatever, you know, you manage to have a good stack in the snow. You know that it will be able to capture all of those wonderful moments. And it looks pretty classy as well, doesn't it? Just on top like that.
Absolutely, absolutely. The makers are also quite proud of the audio capture, right?
Well, you know, one of the worst things you can ever do is picture a wonderful video. You take a wonderful video, and then suddenly the sound quality is terrible. But these guys, they've got a 3.5mm microphone out there. I mean, it's professional standard. Can pick up absolutely everything. You'll get great sound quality, great video quality, and effectively, it's also very easy to just upload straight. There's got an iPhone app that uploads directly, and then also USB card. You can put, an SD card directly into a computer or via USB. Boom, you've got yourself a professional video that for your extreme sportsman inside you.
What about battery life?
Battery life, very good, 2.5 hours. It can keep going. I can't imagine you're going to be going for skydiving far longer than that. Except the Austrian fella last night was skydiving for 10 minutes, broke the world record. Well done to him. But 2.5 hours, you're not going to need much more than that. Skiing around the slopes, snowboarding, stacking in the powder the whole time, or surfing, or even diving with sharks. Not recommended really for grandparents and that sort of thing, although they could be extreme sportsmen. But yes. I think it's more for those active people around who really want to capture those high adrenaline moments during a good holiday.
How about the price?
We're looking at €349.
Reasonable?
It's reasonable if that's what you're going into the market specifically for that. You're not buying it just because you want a camera. You're buying it because you want to capture those high adrenaline moments.
Thank you very much for that, Mark.
Pleasure.
And thank you for watching this edition of Tech24. Don't forget you can give us your feedback on the show via Facebook or on Twitter at TechF24. And finally, meet Thermite, the firefighting robot. A machine originally designed for the US Army to neutralize improvised explosive devices in combat zones has been transformed into a risk-taking firefighter. Thermite is a miniature tank capable of pumping out 500 gallons of water per minute, and comes equipped with an innovative cooling system, allowing it to fight some of the hottest fires. That's all we have time for. I'll see you next week.